Hello everyone, this is Ron again with Strangely Normal, and today I'm doing something a little bit different. You're probably seeing on the screen there Castlevania Symphony of the Night, and I'm definitely going to be taking a look at this. However, I'm not just going to be doing a typical short, 15, 20 minute, maybe half an hour look at it. I'm going to be doing an entire playthrough of this, filming bits of it, posting it up, all that stuff, because this game is one of my favorite games of all time. I beat it multiple times in a row when it came out in 1997. Um, Made by Konami, all that stuff. Made by Konami. I just fell in love with the game, beat it tons. So I feel that this game really should have be given a more lengthy treatment, actually showing what the entire thing is about, because it's really difficult to showcase it in like 15-20 minutes. So to start off, I do need to make it. I do need to let it be known that I'm playing on the 360 Xbox Live Arcade release, which does mean a little bit differences. For one, the overall game itself will be slightly easier, not much easier overall. The big difference would be in a particular boss fight later on. And also some of the controls, things like that, are going to be different. But overall, it's actually pretty nice. Also, there's an option for enhanced graphics. I'm going to be playing with that on. I've done both. They had the option for original enhanced. They really aren't that much different. It's just a little bit clearer looking. So I'm going to get started here, and it's going to have me load up where my saves are. So we'll get into the file select where we're going to make a new one. Here I actually have some. These are ones where I've either beaten the game or got through it, and you may notice these two, they have a strange name. That's something I do want to actually mention about this game. After you beat the game once, it kind of sort of unlocks a bunch of things. One of them is to play as Richter. If you're looking at the top, you may be seeing it say put in your name as Richter to play as Richter. You can also put in these like codes for your name that lets you start with different stats and also and different items. I have two here where you start with 99 luck. I'm not going to be doing that in this playthrough. It does make the game harder. It leads to some more interesting things. You get more items. This one here, named it Alucard, you actually start with a particular item if you do that. It's like a bomb or something. I think what I'm going to do, just to kind of showcase something that's a little bit zany, even though it's almost functionally useless in the game, one of the names that you can put in that lets you start with an item is X Armor. And this, once I get past the opening part here, will have me start with a certain type of armor. Kind of just goofing around a bit, reacquainting myself with the controls. Oh, okay. Now this first part, this is kind of like a bit of like a little bit of backstory to how the game sets up, and there's going to be a fight with Dracula here shortly, and how this fight goes for me will actually determine my stats starting as Alucard. I was able to do this back in the day without using any sort of help or getting hit. See if I can replicate that. We're gonna start up the little in-game thing here, or as I like to do.
Die, monster! You don't belong in this world.
It was not by my hand that I'm once again given flesh. I was called here by humans who wish to pay me tribute.
Tribute? You steal men's souls and make them your slaves.
Perhaps the same could be said of all religions.
Your words are as empty as your soul. Mankind ill needs a savior such as you.
What is a man? A miserable little pile of secrets. But enough talk. How about you?
That's the classic line here. And what I usually do, I run back and forth. My Richter is very antsy. So even without getting hit and without using any special weapons, my Alucard start with the best stats he can. This first part Isn't too bad. Second part isn't either. It's just a different set of things you have to do. Yeah, see, fortunately this part may be a little bit boring for people because, oh, whoa, that amazingly, I accidentally did some move of Richter's that I hadn't planned that actually made me avoid the fireballs, which is cool, which means it won't affect how my stats start. Okay, we should be ending the first half of this here shortly. I've done this fight a million times when I was younger, and I found out that the number of times, oh crap, that the number of times you get hit affects your stats. Like, I practiced this fight over and over and over in order to get the best stats that I could. So I've got this fight pretty much down to a science. Got it. Yes. Now we're gonna. Oh no! That turned into a photo and flamed. But yeah. And then there's this whole spiel. We'll let this do its thing. It's just a little bit of backstory. And this just basically says that that after that fight with Dracula, Richter disappeared, and then Maria went to go look for him in the castle, and then Alucard shows up, and blah blah blah. Castlevania. And I did mention earlier there aren't going to be, or I may not have, I can't remember, there aren't going to be any of the FMV sequences. There are a couple, unfortunately, but they aren't really that big of a deal. Alucard, entering the castle. Oh, there he is. Now, when playing as Richter, it is technically, I guess, possible to go back out that gate. There's some areas to explore in that. However, from what I heard, it's just kind of a little like sort of glitchy thing. Oh wait, this is early. This early part of the game, you just kind of just breeze through real quick. It's really meant to kind of showcase how you feel like you're all powerful. Maybe this version doesn't have the stats thing, because those are not the best stats. Oh well, it actually isn't that important overall. I now have video proof that I totally... That's that sword special move. Oh wow, let me cast that spell. No, see, filled with tons of differences here. Tons of minor differences, because in the original version, you like couldn't cast spells before a certain point, which is coming up here shortly. But anyway, that thing I just did, that's a spell, and it's actually really useful. Yeah. And the spells in this game, like the first time you play them, you typically buy them. But once you know the combinations for them, you can just do them in the game wheel. And the game will automatically. There's that one. This move may look familiar. Then that pose looks really nice. And then we'll let my mana regen here, or MP as the game calls it. Give me that turkey. Here's death. It's gonna do stuff.
Alucard, what is your business here?
I've come to put an end to this.
Still befriending mortals. I'll not ask you to return to our side, but I demand you cease your attack.
I will not.
You shall regret those words. We will meet again. What?
So he takes all my really neato items. And you have to spend a large chunk of the game getting them back. However, they aren't... Generally, that stuff is some of the best, but it's not necessarily the best items. There are better available. But yeah, I've got nothing. There's something down there to explore later. Oh yeah, I got a short sword. Look at that. Now what you may be noticing is that there's nothing dropping from those candles. That'll be changing shortly here. This game tends to like build up your abilities a little bit. That's some sword that I just picked up, Red Rust. It's actually not very good. It's actually weaker than what I have now. I never figured out if there was anything to it. Don't really care. I'm pretty sure that there's a save point around here somewhere. Oh, one thing. I put in the axe armor, which gives me this item, which lets me turn into this. It's really more funny than anything. It's not very practical though, especially because that's my jump with it on. So, yeah, I really never use it. I just put it in just to show you guys some of the kind of stuff you can do with it. Yep, here's the save room. We're gonna save. And then here's the first relic. Cube of Zoe. What is this? I think this is the one that makes things materialize. Yep, this is what causes things to drop from the candle and stuff. Now these hallways always signify a change in area, and that symbol up there where it says CD, I never understood what that meant. Thought I meant like change the CD or something. So that's how that's spelled. Actually really useful. Oh, yeah. Just deal with him. Go over and get this. This is what's usually considered your first piece of armor. Money, which there is a shop later that I can spend it on. These little guys, these red skeletons, they never die. You can just temporarily incapacitate them. Oh, I leveled up. Because in case you didn't realize, this game does have some like RPG kind of stuff going on. It's mostly just like RPG elements. The core of the game is still very much third person like action platformer. Let's see. This first episode, I wasn't exactly sure how long I wanted to go with it. I was thinking an hour. I don't know. I may do my episodes based on bosses, just when I fight a boss. Oh, and now what I can do is I can have this. Because in this game, you have 2 buttons for attacking. It allows you to actually, like, let's say you want to equip, like, a fire and ice sword or whatnot, you could do that. And it actually can come in handy sometimes. However, generally, it's shield in one hand, weapon in another. The shield you block things with. Now, one thing you may be seeing me not doing that a lot of people who play this game like to do is use this to get around. I do not. I jump around. There's a reason for that. You see, if you're just running or if you're backdashing and you have to attack, you have to stop. Whereas I can jump, I can jump, swing, keep moving. See, I can jump, swing, keep moving, which is what helps out for me a lot in this game. So you're going to see me just kind of bounding all over the place. There's my first sub-weapon. Here's a little secret area. That weapon is the dagger. It's okay in this game. In this game, the best one is not the cross. The cross actually is one of the worst ones. It's very expensive in terms of highest. Best one is this little like diamond thing. However, this game also has a habit of kind of giving you the best sub-weapon for the boss you're going to be fighting, like right before the boss. We'll be seeing that here shortly. Get down, kill you, get down. Potions. I never used potions in this game. Of course, I'm weird like that. In a lot of games that have potions, I generally don't even use them. I just don't. So here's one instance where these daggers can be good. However, I could have also just done that and probably taken care of them. And this is the game's only box puzzle, which is just moving a box onto some spikes and raising the spikes. I swear that's that's like the only time that shows up in the whole game. No secret there. This beginning part's a bit of a pain because I don't have the double jump yet. Yes, we will be getting that later. Ooh, a cloth cape. Oop, that's changed. I think we're getting near the boss. I'm pretty sure we are. Yeah, pretty sure we are. Because there's always a save room right before a boss. That's just how this game works. Yep. See, I got that axe. There's these axes. We'll be seeing those shortly. They are useful. Oh, I just totally missed the area I was going to go into. Never mind. The axes are useful against the boss I'm going to be going up against here momentarily. I think this area just leads to a door that I can't go to right now. Yep. I'll be getting the item to get through that a little bit later. Okay. Let's go and tango with the boss in here. Beat him up. This first boss fight isn't too bad. Thing. Oops. There we go. Got one of them down. There we go. That's Tetris Spirits. That summons 4 of them. I don't have the MP to cast the spell I would really wanted to. And then in the first part of the game, and then you get these things, which give you a full heal and increase your maximum life. Okay, looking at the time, she's only about 20 minutes in. Let's see if I can clear another boss or something before I end this episode, and then we'll probably see about wrapping it up. We got a whole other area to do. Nice try. I believe I may be missing a save point. Oh, sorry. This was always like a weird area for me. It leads to a particular weapon that some people do like at this early stage in the game, but like there's this button here. Never figured out what that button was for. I think it's just there. Actually, wait a minute. No, hold on. I remember it. It's some weird thing where, like, let's say I were to do that. It calls the elevator back. That's what that does, I do believe. That I never had to use it for that function, because I would always just run off. But I'm just freaking out on here. Oh, I like that pose. Oh, no, down. Oh, man. Anyway, see, I like that pose. It's a neat little pose. Okay. Brood. Brood, Alucard, Brood. Okay, let's get off this. And it's weird because, like, if he's not standing on a platform, like, he'll be like, "Ah, wrong." And that's the only part in the game where you do something like that. And it's just to get this weapon, which some people really like because it's very quick. It's a personal preference thing. I like the other weapon. It's a little bit more powerful. Whoa. There we go. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Okay. And I kind of got to go back here. It's a little bit of a pain. I'll keep the daggers. Daggers are a little bit better. But my favorite one, in my opinion, the best item, are these little, like, diamond things. Sometimes the spells can be a little bit finicky to pull off, but... Jump, jump, jump. Gotta go back up here. Now that save area, I could go in there and save real quick, get a little full heal. I want to try and move forward. Do not want that. There's a little area up there that I can explore a little bit later on. I probably could have just come back up on the elevator, but I typically go around that first time just to make sure I get full exploration there. Actually, let's see. I am trying to do something here, I know, I just... There we go. This is another spell which actually allows you to heal when blood hits you. There we go. Here's my favorite sub-weapon, these little diamond things. Yeah, I like them because they deal good damage. They only cost 2 hearts. And they bounce around and can hit one thing multiple times or multiple guys in some cases. And I find that to be very, very useful. Just in terms of pretty much everything involved in this game. Oh, that stupid powder thing. I hate that. Yeah, I think there's like one area in the game. There's like one enemy in the game where it's like super useful against, and then like nowhere else. It just sucks. I was just checking my stats real quick. What is he doing? Oh, fine. I'll ignore you. I'm not gonna bother. I think it's time to move to the next area. Hooray! Oh no. Oh, this area has some really neat music. I always liked it. So I can kill those axe guys, no problem, with regular fighting. It's just I'm feeling very lazy and don't really feel like spending forever. Whoa! You get back here. Yep, that was a possessed table. They show up. Oh, save point! Yay! I don't think this is a secret. Nope. There is some items up there. I may remember to come back and get them. I don't know. Ah, the stupid marionettes. I hate these things. Don't touch me. No, if it if they touch you, they can curse you, which makes it so that you can't attack with your weapon. Huge pain. And that laugh. Yeah, how do you like that? Oh, this thing. Spirit orb. Oh, sorry about that. They make it seem like it's so, like, neat. So it shows that basically it allows you to see the damage numbers when you're hurting enemies. It allows you to see the amount of damage you're dealing to an enemy. It's like a basic function that for some reason you have to get an item for to be able to see. And oh, all of these items, you can turn them on or off. It's very strange. I don't know why you'd ever be like, oh man, I totally don't want to be picking things up from all these lamps. I'm gonna just turn it off. Like, you just don't hit them then. I remember these. Just a smidgen. Okay, there we go. And there's an enemy down here where I actually want to switch out my sub-weapon, if only briefly. Oh, crap. Oh, man, I totally screwed myself here. Oh, that was close. Those skeletons, they throw those boomerangs at... Oh, man, they can really mess you up. It's just a huge pain. Oh, this hallway. This is like the ghost hallway. No, I want to keep these. These guys are actually kind of tough, and you have to be careful when fighting them. I made it look pretty easy, but they can totally mess you up. This particular sub-weapon, that one, that is good against them. I'm not getting it right now. I think I'm going to be coming right back around through here. Basically, all I'm doing this for is to open up access back to this area. Which lets me get to the save point, or just a... Ow. Okay, fine. Let's just spaz out with the map there. Ooh, a cloth tunic. Totally what I wanted. Okay, we're gonna go back up. I think I'll probably hit the save point once I get back up top. Look at the time, about half an hour in, a little over. That is the best way to kill that guy. Mind you, I lose the sub-weapon that I like so much, but there's daggers up here, and daggers are okay, I don't mind them. Ow. Ugh, ghosts everywhere. Daggers are actually very useful there because the way they activate, they can activate a chance to attack them and just like get you caught in this loop. Okay, got him. Oh, more marionettes. Sorry if I'm not too talkative, folks. It is difficult to talk and play games, and when I play this game, I tend to really get into it and just kind of hit that zone. And since it's just me, probably gonna have some silence. And again, I'm hoping most of you guys are here to watch someone play through Castlevania. So maybe some bouts of silence probably won't bother you too much. Now, let's see, I could talk about Castlevania some, I guess, just Castlevania in general, my experiences with it. I mean, Castlevania is a pretty well-known series, been around for a very long time, since Nintendo era. This is generally considered one of the best. Oh, this is where I meet Maria.
And yet, what do you here?
I've come to destroy this castle.
What do you here?
Then we have the same purpose. I'll trust you for now. I'm Maria. Who are you?
Alucard.
Not the talkative type, I can see.
He even finds a way to brood
Well,
into the sentences.
perhaps we'll meet again.
I'm brooding.
If
Stop
you live
it.
that long. Farewell.
And then she takes off. Now, this area becomes more important later on, and we will be going up into there. Or I will, anyway. But for now, just gotta go over here. Take that, flea man. Yes, more diamonds. My experience, and to go back to talking about Castlevania the series well known for 2D side-scrolling platforming. I had a lot of difficulties when it made the jump to 3D, Castlevania 64 to start with, and it didn't really do too well. However, they eventually, I guess, got it right with Lords of Shadow. I have not played Lords of Shadow, although I've heard a lot of very good things about it. I'll probably have to try it one of these days. But this game here is considered one of the best, and it's where people kind of coined the term, like, Metroidvania, because it has that whole, like, exploration stuff that Metroid has. Which, I mean, is accurate. I did play some Metroid, and it does fit, but Metroid always had a very, very, like, sci-fi feel. This is almost like Victorian fantasy, and the type of platforming as well as the actual combat is different. More of these doors. I think I want to go back over here. Just want to go back over here and kill that. I'm trying to remember what the boss for this area is, and for the life of me, I can't remember it. Is this some weird area? No, this area has a boss. No, it doesn't not. I don't know. I could be just not remembering this appropriately. Just explode in the flames. Yeah. I suppose a neat little way to heal when you need to. little level up is always neat. Oh yeah, I always called this room the long hallway because it's just a very, very long hallway. And then there's like that eye in the background. You see that there? It's just like always floating there. When I first noticed, I was like, "Whoa, what's that?" And those like plant things, you generally want to try and kill them quickly. Those little seeds that they like spit out, they petrify you. But if you get them down to a certain point of health, they open up and they start like spitting out these and they start like have these like pods kind of like float out and they get everywhere and they deal a bunch of damage. And it's very, very aggravating. So I want to get to the next boss. I think I accidentally went to an area that didn't have a boss. Sorry about that. Oh well. Still got some time left. Who knows? We may see a boss. Another one. If not, I got some good exploration done. Oh, dude. These guys are tough early on. Trick is just persevere. Oh, there is some weird stuff with this. With this room and the one below it. I won't be able to show it until later. Mystical pass. Wonder when that's gonna happen. Oh, come on. Oh. This is why everyone hates Medusa heads. Oh well, I'm not gonna worry about it. Oh, oh. This little telescope here shows this dude. He becomes important a little bit later on. A lot of stuff in these early portions kind of gets shown to you, and it's kind of neat because the first time you play, you're like, who are these people? What's this? What's that? And then it does actually get explained later, and I know it all. I don't want to be spoiling it for you guys, so I'm trying to avoid that, which makes it a bit of a pain because all the stuff that I'm saying, I'm like, oh, I know what that is, I know what that is, but I can't just be like, oh, hey, yeah, that's what this is, and blah blah, because it'll just ruin it for you guys, in case anyone who hasn't played it. Weird, play that again. There's a gem in there, I can't get it right now. Not in this stage of the game. Oh wait, I am coming up to a boss. Cool, cool. It's gonna be a little bit shorter than an hour for an episode, but I think it'll be a good end cap, rather, because the next part I know, and I can end it on that, and it'll be cool. This boss fight is actually kind of neat. Also kind of hard too. It's really, this like door animation was really neat. Is like what happens here. It's never really explained. It happens. Here's the trick with this guy. What he does is based on what you do. So you kind of have to... So you have to pay attention to what he's doing in order to be able to get hits in. And this fight is very much about just kind of having a pattern down. lost my rhythm. Let him do his thing. So you gotta get him into this rhythm to bring him down. And then he died. And then this closes. Get that. Okay. I am going to head back to that save point over there, and we are going to end this. Not a bad episode. Overall. Cleared a couple bosses. Got some good exploration done. Actually did a lot. So that'll be cool. Yes. So I just saved, and with that, that'll be the end of this first episode of a full playthrough of Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Tune in for more. I'm not sure of my actual schedule for these. I may just release them on my normal weekly schedule like this one. I may do them in addition to. Depends upon how my personal time works out. But we'll see what happens with that. And thank you very much for watching. And as usual, Facebook, Twitter, email, all that stuff. Any comments, suggestions, always more than welcome. And I will see all of you next week.